Proof of life.
I'm here.
This refers to the video where I was all by myself. I'll have a link in the description for that video. But Larry has recently been diagnosed, it's a working diagnosis of MOG. Have you heard of MOG before?
MOG stands for myelin
We can't say it.
oligodendrocyte glycoprotein.
Yeah.
And basically what it is, it's an autoimmune disease that creates inflammation of the nerves of the brain and anywhere else in the body. With me, it affects my brain and my legs mostly.
And this is one of the reasons why we haven't been doing videos, because Larry hasn't been up to it. His brain, which you know how great his brain is, hasn't been working. So if you want to know all the details that what we went through like the last month and a half,
Right.
I do have a video that was just me sitting on the couch while he was still in the hospital. I'll put a link in the description. Plus, I've been doing picture updates on our community tab. So if you just go to our YouTube page and hit community, you can read a lot more details of his very, very slow progress.
Very.
Very. Okay, very briefly, because a lot has happened. About a month and a half ago, I had to take Larry to Advent Health in Daytona into the ER because he was in excruciating pain, headaches. They ran all sorts of tests, MRIs, CTs,
X-rays,
three spinal taps.
just at Daytona.
Just at Daytona.
Right.
Tons of blood work. And he was not doing well. While he was at the hospital, that's when he started to have more brain problems and speech problems. He couldn't talk. He couldn't think well.
Just wasn't making sense.
Yeah, and he lost about 15 pounds. After 2 weeks there, they said they couldn't figure out what was wrong with him. They tested him for Lyme. They tested him for meningitis, all this stuff. So they said, you need to go somewhere that's better equipped.
I was doing better as I left Daytona.
Yes, he was
but
doing better.
There was definitely, I had, nowhere near like functioning.
Yeah. So we went to UF Health, and UF Health was amazing. A lot different than
Daytona. But Daytona is a much smaller hospital.
It is. It's much smaller.
Yeah.
In fact, UF Health, one of the amazing things is, which makes sense to me, is they brought in an RA doctor because Larry has RA, and this is an autoimmune disease. The best part about UF Health was the groupies.
Yeah. It's good because it's a teaching hospital. Every time the attending comes in, they come in with like 6 or 7 residents, and each one of them takes a turn at like doing a physical exam on you and asking you questions. And sometimes the residents will just come on their own in the middle of the night and just like ask you questions and stuff. But it was good because it really helped, keep the information to me. I could ask them questions, and then I could ask the attending. It was a completely different experience than going to a non-teaching hospital.
If you've ever seen the show Scrubs,
it was like that.
Kind of like that. But the best part about it is they were very open. They wanted to hear everything. I kept referring to that show House. I said, I want to throw you everything because you never know what could be the cause of this.
Yeah, they were asking you a lot of questions.
They asked me, because you couldn't answer at first.
Yeah, because when I was at the other hospital, I don't remember that experience at all.
No.
The whole, what was that there, 10 or 12 days or something like that?
You don't remember.
So she remembers it all, but
yeah, he doesn't remember.
I have a complete blank on that 12 days.
Yeah, you don't remember moving to this spot either.
Exactly.
So it was a 3-hour drive, and he doesn't remember.
I was completely out of it for that period of time.
But he's better.
Yeah. Okay, one of the main symptoms that I have is memory loss. So I'm actually going to have to read some of my symptoms here. I've got really bad headache, eye pain, weak legs, weight loss, loss of appetite, severe fatigue. Some of the symptoms that I have are actually from some of the medicines, because they got me on a bunch of medicines to control the headache pain, and then I'm on steroids to help control the inflammation until we get the final test back and start getting a final plan for for treatment. But it's the headaches that were the worst. And that and not being able to walk well is really tough. Like when I get up from the couch, I have to sit for like 15 seconds. I have to stand there, otherwise I'll fall over.
But a lot of it, and this is again why there haven't been videos besides his pain, is he has no energy.
Yeah.
And I put this in some of the posts. After today, he is probably going to sleep all day tomorrow to basically recoup, because this requires a lot of energy. And we actually have lights and mics and everything, not like my video. Thanks. I'm so glad to have my buddy back helping out, because it's been crazy kind of doing this by myself. So, but he is getting better. So,
Yeah, I'd say I've made, the last 3 weeks since we left the hospital, I've made the headaches are a little bit better.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that when we get back and get everything else going, we'll eventually heal. But I'm not nowhere close right now.
He's still down 20 pounds, even though we're feeding him constantly.
Yeah, I weigh 145 pounds.
Yeah.
And I used to weigh 180.
Yeah. So in a few weeks, we are going to see his neurodisorder specialist. We've seen him once before. We're going to have an updated MRI, which we're going to next week?
The week after.
Week after, to compare his brain scans. And maybe you can explain a little bit about what your old brain scans look like.
Yeah, so basically there's a big white section in the thalamus of my brain, which shows inflammation, and it's deep, deep, deep inside the brain. And they want to see that inflammation start to go away. And if it isn't, then they're going to have to do some more.
And there was this side view of your brain too that the coloring wasn't right.
Yeah, so they want basically the edge is dark, and I'll put up maybe put up a photo or something.
Yeah.
The edge should be dark, and it's not. Yeah. So that has to do with just showing inflammation in the brain.
So
that's why I got the headaches and stuff like that.
So basically, with the new MRI, that it'll be like a month apart, maybe a little longer, and we're going to see the specialist again. He's going to run some more like practical tests in the room and see if his memory is better, if his body function is, walking, and the MRI. And so we go from there.
Okay, so what are we doing right now? Well, we're stuck at this not so awesome campground. It's just, we're spoiled with the Florida state parks, and because we can't move because I can't drive right now. We're parked here at a commercial, what would you call it, like a private
It's a private
campground. It kind of reminds me of 1,000 Trails. It's just a big parking lot, basically.
It is a big parking lot.
We pay for a month, and then we just paid for a second month, so we're here parked. There's no trees in the place. It's just a place for us to live while we're still close to the hospital and close to our kids, while I get this treatment done. So, or hopefully get to the point where we can travel again. Yeah,
we have been canceling our Florida State Park reservations as we get close to them, because I guess we keep hoping that he's going to progress more than he has. But I've paid for 2 months here. The last time we were sitting for 2 months was when Florida State Parks shut down, and we were hunkered down for the pandemic. So it's very strange to sit still for 2 months. It's not our thing. We usually move every week to 2 weeks. But this is what's needed. So it's a necessary, thing that we're at this place. And
the problem is, I have to basically sit inside all day with the blinds closed. We have light right now, but normally this place is dark because my eyes are very sensitive. So basically, I got to sit inside, basically watch TV, and do nothing all day
sleep.
I sleep a lot. I sleep probably 18 hours a day or something like that. But that's our life right now.
That's it.
A lot of fun, huh? Full-time RVing.
Okay, so what's the future looking like for us? Well, with MOG, someone called it MOG fog, which I really like. There's a 60% chance of a recurring episode. We don't know even what he's going to look like when he recovers.
Yeah, or how long that'll take.
So my idea of future plans is to get out of this place. I have wanted a home base for a while. I wanted in Gainesville because our kids are in Gainesville, so we already spend the holidays in Gainesville. I want it in Gainesville also because UF Health is there. That's where his neurodisorder specialist is. So I would like to get a little piece of property within an hour of Gainesville. Also, and I know I've gotten some flack for this, I don't ever plan on towing this 35-foot fifth wheel. I would like, since we're going to have a home base, and we would not be full-time, I would like to have like a Class C that I could drive, because we could be somewhere and he could have another episode. He was 100%.
Yeah,
and all
something like a medium size, like a 30-foot or something.
So I could feel comfortable driving it back home. So if anyone out there knows a sweet couple acres that is for sale, because prices are ridiculous right now.
I don't really see us buying property or a home base or anything like that right now, because the real estate market's so crazy. I wouldn't want to buy at the top like this. And the other thing is that I'd really rather wait to see really how my diagnosis goes and how well I do over the next couple of months. And then I'd rather, if we can, travel again and see, maybe not really far away, but see how well we do, see if I can do it, whether or not I can, handle the driving and the physical stuff that you have to do in moving a fifth wheel around. So that's my goal.
So we don't know what our future is.
As far as the future of the channel goes, we have gone a month really without any videos, which is, we've never done that before. We've never gone more than 2 weeks, I think.
I think 2 weeks once.
And that's just because I physically haven't been able to do it. This week is probably the first a decent week that I've had that I can actually focus. I can walk, I can get up and move around and stuff like that. So it may be a while before we get out to doing like a regular weekly video. Because
he's the one that does most of the editing, and sitting in front of a computer screen is really tough on him right now because of the lights, and even just concentrating, because he has pain in his eyes. Like if he actually turns his eyes a certain way, it actually hurts. So we don't know. We are trying, and for all you guys that have been there for us,
the support we've had is amazing. I mean, I've followed all the comments and stuff like that people said.
It's been really good. A lot of people are saying, hey, we'll be there for you. Take your time. Larry's health is the most important thing. And I'm telling you, reading those things, you guys have gotten me through this, especially the times when I had no one to talk to because Larry was asleep.
The people that Alice got support from was when I was completely out of it. I mean, I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah. I finally let him watch my other video.
I just watched it like yesterday.
Yeah, the other day. So we just want to say thank you, and just keep checking in on us. I've been keeping you up to date on the tab, on the community tab, and on Facebook and Instagram. So please just, we love helping RVers, and we want to get back to helping RVers. We still plan on making a video about an emergency plan.
Stuff that you really should have had prepared.
Because
we've learned a lot from this experience about, doctors and specialists and hospitals and things that you need to have ready, paperwork and things like that, just in case. And we're going to put a video.
We're going to do it, someday. So again, thanks everyone, and this is just an update, and to prove that he is getting better. He's
a little bit better.
A little bit better.
Right.
And I don't know, downsizing still makes sense.
Yeah. Thanks again.